Hey guys, it's me, John Avenger, once again, and welcome to Black History Month slash low rated movies month as well. And first, we're going to start off with a 2013 action film that I have not reviewed yet, and it does have someone black in it. It's got Morgan Freeman, so it's perfect. It also has Angela Bassett, and it is the first of two films so far in this supposed franchise. Olympus Has Fallen. Yeah, I got this on Blu-ray last year for like $4 or like $3. My mistake, because it was on sale for like $4 and then it was 20% off, so I got it for 320. A full tilt adrenaline rush that pin you to your seat, a knockout. I agree. This is a really fun movie. It was a good movie, well directed by Antoine Fuqua. He knows how to direct a freaking movie. He did Training Day. I've heard good things about that. You got a great lead in Gerard Butler. He's a Scotsman that really delivers a powerful punch in this movie. He's badass. He's very tough. He's a character with some heart to him. And the film, just it surprised me because I saw this on my computer a couple years ago because I didn't get to see it in the theater. It came out in March. That's a terrible month for action movies because it's too cold, and I like being in the theater when it's warm because then it's a lot easier to get to see the film. But this has a great cast for the most part. You got Morgan Freeman as the president of the United States. You got Aaron Eckhart, who is always good in almost everything he's in. You got Gerard Butler, of course, as the lead. You got Angela Bassett, Robert Forster, an old actor from the 80s and so on. Cole Hauser, another really good actor. You got Finley Jacobson. I don't think I've ever heard of him. Ashley Judd, but that's a lie. She's in the film for 5 minutes and then she dies in the beginning. So she's not in the film very much. I didn't care for her anyway. Melissa Leo, Oscar-winning actress from the Fighter. I almost said The Boxer. The Fighter. You have Dylan McDermott. That's the man that's engaged to Maggie Q. Man, lucky man. I wish I was engaged to her. So beautiful. Rhoda Mitchell, she's there. She's pretty much in a couple scenes. Not really there. She's an Aussie chick. Not really the biggest fan. And Rick Yune the villain. Now he is all right. He's not really that memorable or threatening because Gerard Butler just owns him. It's basically the North Koreans or so. They take over the White House. This is the first film that came out that year that had a terrorist attack in the White House. And let me read the synopsis because I don't want to be here all day. When the White House Secret Service code Olympus is captured, because it's not Mount Olympus in Greece, is captured, and the president, Aaron Eckhart, oh, he's the president, so I was wrong, is kidnapped by a terrorist mastermind. Disgraced former president guard Mike Banning, that's Gerard Butler, moves to action. As the national security team scrambles to respond, the Secret Service ground team is wiped out, and it's up to Banning to retake the White House, save the president, and avert an even bigger crisis. Directed by Anton Fuqua, yeah, Training Day, and also starring this cast, which, yeah, the cast really makes it work because you buy it. It's not silly. It's not silly and over. It is over the top, but it's not silly like it becomes a cartoon. That's White House Down, which I'm also a fan of. I'm going to review that sometime as well. I have the digital copy, so I can review it. And I just thought the action, it's R rated, so this is not for children. Do not let your kids watch this. It's got a lot of gore. A lot of like Aaron Eckhart. I mean, not Aaron Eckhart. Gerard Butler stabs a guy like through his neck. It's really, really intense crap. It's like this reminds me of like the '80s action films, from the Die Hards and Predator and Commando and the Rambo films. You get intense action sequences. You don't get sanitized PG-13 schlock like Expendables 3 or these transporter sequels after part 2, or even some of the you think that Fast and the Furious 8 is going to be better than this? I think not. That movie will never get an R because kids go to see it. This was R and it didn't apologize for it. Plus, this also is qualified for low-rated movies because on Rotten Tomatoes they got like a 30%, which it did not deserve. 30 something percent. This movie's awesome. You critics can shove it. This movie is not as bad as you say it is. On IMDb, it gets a decent rating, but on Metacritic, and critics just hate movies like this that are fun. This is not winning awards. This is not. This is not La La Land. This is not a movie that is supposed to be critically acclaimed. It's a fun popcorn action movie that's R, that knows what it is, has a great lead, really good action sequences, The CG is not even that bad. I think it's pretty good for the budget they had. This was not a $200 million budgeted film. It was under 100 million, I believe, and it shows, which is a good thing because you don't always need a big budget to be good. I think the cast is fine. I forgot. No, Morgan Freeman. I think he's the secretary. There's a fantasy. He's not the president. I'm wrong, but I think he fills in for the president. Because Aaron Eckhart's abducted by the North Korean terrorists, and it's pretty intense. Like there's scenes that can make you cringe at times, especially because they try to go for realism in some cases with the terrorists that they're not cartoons. And I'm glad the film has some features on Blu-ray because the DVD had nothing; it was bare bones. That's why I went for the Blu-ray. And it is a patriotic movie. I would definitely love to see this for like Memorial Day or Independence Day or like Labor Day or something because it's a film movie. It delivers. Like I was very very surprised with this because I heard the critics were crapping on it. I'm like, is this going to be a generic movie? No, it's actually really good. I was very surprised. Well directed, good shots. Really fast pacing. It doesn't take, and this movie is almost 2 hours. I didn't feel it at all. See, when a movie's almost 2 hours and I don't feel it, that's a good sign. Because when I feel it, you get horrible pacing, like in movies like Transformers: Age of Extinction. That movie was so boring, and the pacing did nothing for me. Here, the pacing is a lot faster. It didn't need to be 2.5 hours. Know what you are, get in there and out, and then you let the audience leave with a smile on their face. You don't want to bore an audience to death. That's why what's the problem with some action movies today? They want to be more drama than action, and you don't get enough action. Age of Extinction, there's a lot of mindless action and there's too much talking, too many characters. Here, it's fine because some of the lesser characters don't get to do much, like Rhoda Mitchell and Ashley Judd. They're barely just in the movie. Gerard Butler's front and center. He's kicking ass. The movie has tons of action. Once the White House is taken over and Gerard Butler steps in, it's awesome. I love it. It is like a Die Hard film, and this is one of his better films after 300 because he had a lot of problems with his career. He had a bunch of stupid comedies and romantic dramas and an adventure movie. He was in Nim's Island, yeah. But this was a return to form. I haven't seen London Has Fallen. I'm interested though because I'm gonna see it for Gerard Butler. I don't care about the critics. They can suck it. They don't know what a good action movie is. That's why action films don't get the praise that Mad Max Fury Road got. That got tons of awards because of the director. That's the only reason why. If it was done by Michael Bay, it would have been Razzie nominated. But this is a good movie. I don't care what the critics say. It's fun. If you haven't seen the first one, see this and then see London Has Fallen because I know that's going to be a fun time. It's not winning awards. That's not the purpose of an action film. It's to entertain, and I was entertained by this all the way through. So that's my first film for Black History slash Low Rated Movies Month. Let me know what you guys think of Olympus Has Fallen. I think it's a solid action movie. It's definitely one of the better ones of 2013 because there was a lot of bad movies that year. I sat through 15 terrible movies that year, and this wasn't one of them. This was actually one of the good ones. So I was lucky. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and I will see you in the next review. I'm going to review something later tonight as well, hopefully. So see you guys next time.